Hey there, hi there, ho there. Welcome, Valheim fans. That was like the most feeble arrow shot ever. Anyway, what are we doing in this completely unplanned stream? I actually had planned to stream on Sunday. That would be like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. And there was power outage. And turns out, you may not know this, you can't play video games if you don't have power. So with that unfortunate bit of information, I had to cancel the plan. So what we are going to do is we're going to make use of this lovely dock. We're going to build a boat. We are going to go searching the map and find some swamp and some turnip seeds. That's the main goal. But while we're doing it, we are going to drop off a butt ton of portals. So I'm just going to actually disconnect the mining portal, and this is just become portal 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop off. I've got materials for, I believe, 10 portals. And I got those off stream. I just went exploring. You can see all of the exploring that happened here. And mostly down here, I found some copper. I was doing some mining over here, found some more crypts, grabbed some cores, and yeah, called it good. So yeah, so we've got, you know, almost 40 copper, and I'm just gonna get the game volume up right here. 40 copper, we've got 1 lousy tin, 11 bronze, and some bronze nails, which of course would be critical in the formation of our boat. The other materials we need a bunch of eyes. So I've got 98 eyes. I have 38 cores. I need 2 cores per. I could theoretically make 38 divided by 2, 19 portals, and feathers are not involved, and I need 20 wood per, so that's 200, oh no, that's 400 wood. So I've got enough for 10 portals, plus another 2. I've got enough for a dozen portals, enough materials for a dozen portals, but I also need boat materials. So we'll probably need to get some extra bits along. I'm just going to drop the boat over here for now. So what I need to build the carve, I need 30 wood, 10 hide, resin. Alright, so that's easy peasy. We'll go grab, let's get the boat built. So find wood, resin, hides. That's actually pretty solid. Yeah, I will take that. I am happy with that. It's lovely. Lovely, lovely. Right. So let's drop off those bits there, because we'll need them for other things. We can grab I can grab 100 wood. I can't take 100, so we're gonna grab 60. We'll get 3 portals worth of me. Let's see. 6 eyes. Oh yeah, the other thing I want to find, we need to find ourselves the merchant, so we can get the Megan Lord, so that way that becomes an issue. Now the nice thing is, as we drop a portal down, we can zip through. We'll just keep this portal number direction. Call this return, and so we'll always start by calling it return, come back here, and then we'll number the portals 1 through whatever. Do I have? Yeah, 1 through 8 or whatever. Probably grab some more stuff along the way. But the key thing here is I want to take you along for the first boat ride while we go and find these things. Let's... I've got some meads fermenting. Want lots of food. I've got 20. I don't have any. You know what? That's fine. Got lots of arrows. We're good. So, now I do know where the Elder is, so I'm not actually going to worry about hitting that particular spot right away. So we're not going to go there. We're going to probably start by sweeping out around the main island here. And I'm going to largely ignore anything that isn't just some cool places to explore later through the Astra Porta, the Shapa Eyes, the portals, Stargates, whatever you want to call them. And then once those are down, the other goal, of course, is see if we can run randomly into the merchant. I've had some pretty good luck with that in other games. Don't know where he is here. Yeah, I mean, I did explore a chunk of Black Forest. I did hear online just today that he's got to be like he'll be a certain distance away, like 1,000 meters away from the spawn in the middle of the base, or the middle of the map. So the spawn point, which is, where's my circle? That's still circle. There. He's going to be at least 1,000 meters away from that. So depending on how big my island is, he may be on my island. He may be on a different island. We'll see. For now, we're just going to explore land. We should eat some food. It's not critical to like have lots of stamina all the time, because I'm definitely going to like just avoid sea serpents. I'm not going to worry about the leviathans, kraken, the barnacle buddies, whatever you want to call them. We're just gonna do some, which honestly is one of the great parts of the game. When I first started playing this, I definitely was one of those people who, when I got my world seed, if I didn't select it, if I didn't cherry pick it from using a tool like valheimworld.org, I would definitely go and take a look, see where things are. But there's a lot of fun in not having information. I think if you're starting out, first time you're playing the game, 100%. And I'm working on kind of putting together some first-time Valheim player tips and tricks that I wish I had known, and that I've kind of helped some of my friends with. My buddy Half-Tracked and Lucas helped them kind of with a world that we're playing in together, the three of us, to give them a good introduction to Valheim. I hope that they're playing in their own worlds as well, to kind of learn how they want to do things, because you can really, there isn't really a wrong way to do things, but you'll find your preference. And I just crossed into the ocean. And we're gonna get some stories. So we'll just pull it in a little bit closer to land, because we don't have the wind going with us. The carb is wee. I mean, the good news with my kind of only getting just enough portal materials to do some things means that I'm not going to have too many challenges, probably. I was just getting some things docked in my OBS window over there. So yeah, do some exploring. I mean, going close enough to land that we can map the outer edge is the worst thing. I mean, if I'm in a biome that's not the ocean, I'm also not going to run into a sea serpent. Theoretically. I don't believe in the absolutes that people often assign to, oh, it never happens. But the reality is that it could just be an exceptionally rare event, which is good enough for what my purposes are now. But as someone who has been a coder, I have slung my fair bit of code in the day. Not for years though. Yeah, I know that there are. It's easy enough to say, okay, well, there's like a 3% chance that if you're X distance from land and the water is Y deep. Holy, that's a tin. Tin. Can do some little bit of mineral searching because obviously we're gonna need a lot of tin. Because again, kind of go back to the, if you're new to this slow play series, my goal here is not to rush through the game, but to kind of build out a nice little village. I've got some more buildings. I haven't figured out some of what the next, like, the living hut's going to look like or where that's going to go. I want to put some defenses up. And I haven't honestly figured out how I want to go about doing those defenses. So if you watch this and you're like, oh, I've got a really cool way for how you should do defenses, drop a comment below the video and I will definitely take it into consideration and maybe even incorporate it into what I do. Because like I said, I don't have a firm plan. Probably a combination of walls and earth modification, whether that's raising the earth in the form of walls, and then topping that with palisades, which I've seen, and actually have done a little bit of myself, or digging a moat around said walls. That's also possible. But I have not fully figured out what I want. So this tin pickup location, I actually have like a chest full of tin that I've mined in the area. There was and I have a portal right there as well. So what I'll likely do is, not tonight, but on another probably separate, just playing stream. But when I'm just playing off camera, most likely, because it's not always the most entertaining thing to watch people ship metals back, is I'll probably just collapse the boat, bring it through the portal, collect all the mats, and run it all back to my base. Mats is short for materials, if you didn't know. Because yeah, there's lingo that comes with, well, with most games and stuff. There becomes a language in and of itself related to the game. I'm not going to get a lot of use out of that wind, but I'll take what I can get. So I have a feeling like that might just be a big... It might... So I think what I'm looking for right now, I'm primarily going to look for, as far as places to drop portals, will probably not be Black Forest locations unless it's adjacent to a swamp. I'm primarily going to look for meadows. It's like, I can do things in Black Forest. I'm probably mostly safe in a Black Forest. Safe is a horrible word. I'm safe-ish in a Black Forest, but it's probably best if I'm dropping these meadows, and theoretically on other islands. What I don't want to run into are plains, and I don't think I'll be going as far out for it, mistlands. And the reason for that is because I'm concerned with some of the stuff that they've talked about since Hearth and Home rock. Oh, I'm stuck on a rock. This is... The wind to blow me off the rock. There we go. I don't want to run into Mistlands. The devs, if you haven't seen, released some just notes about what's kind of they're thinking, where they're going. And it's cool. It's all good. But if the Mistlands are going to get a pretty substantial rewrite, I do not have high hopes for the stability of the worlds that already exist. Similarly, they teased dungeons of some sort in the mountain biomes. That probably will have less of an impact, but it could also be really bad. It could, like, pretty substantial. All right, so it's getting to nighttime. Which means this just gets really dark, guys. I should think about putting ashore, setting up a portal quick, zip home, sleep, and mostly do my exploration during the day. So all sorts of reasons why that's a good idea anyway. So there's no immediate threat here. So the boat in right here, some rocks. I just need 10 wood for a crafting station. Oh, great. That is bad. Yeah, that's about as bad as it gets. And now I'm drowning. And I died. Oh. All right. Wow. Wow. That's a less than ideal situation there. So we're just gonna go to sleep. There's your problem. Okay, so let's eat. That's I'm pretty sure that from here where I've got the thing, I can run there. That's my EXP, my exploring portal. Didn't see the troll. Oh, I didn't see it. So we're gonna naked run through the Black Forest. Got no weapons. Here's my chest and stuff. Plan here is to just avoid getting dead. Avoid creatures. Not run right past the whole party. So bad mistakes were made. That's really what we're talking here. We're talking mistakes. Some. But we're still gonna learn a bunch. Hey, look, some plains. Didn't know here, or not plains, meadows. I can still. All right, so run this way. All right, so there's a little river here. Look, some blueberries. Now the question is, did the troll wreck our boat? My boat. That's possible. Probably even probable. Why not? A lot to unpack in that sentence there. Okay, so this is why it's a good idea to make sure your swim skill, has some attention paid to it. You don't need to be a great swimmer, but being functional means that, when you do stupid things and your body needs to be relieved from the middle of, wow, that's it. Like, that's like, build a portal here for those blueberries. Kind of love blueberries. Yep. This is so far so good. My boat, my body. It's in my body. Have those guys following. The runestone that says Sogard was a bloody idiot. Oh. Just gonna wait. Let him finish that off. Because honestly, I do not want to deal with Mr. Troll. Retrieving my body from the water with a troll right there. Surefire way to die. Again. And let's run. Corpse run means you're going to take less damage, do a little more damage, and you don't exhaust quite as quickly. It doesn't last super long. It's a brown again. I'm not going to pick this up. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a... Let's start by building a workbench. And back to main base. Turn portal. And next. Just outage. So let's just zip back. I mean, I can build more nails. I can build another boat. It's not the end of the world. Definitely. This is exploring early on. This happens. Stones. Drop things. Hide. Stone. Drop the resin off for now, because I think the resin I need is still there. Da-da. Helps drop the stone chest that has room for stone treasure. Better bits. Alright. We're going to try to get the rest of those materials so we don't have to build more nails for another boat. So. I got some stone. Does give me an idea. So one of the things you can do is if you get a good jump. So there we go. That is how it's done. So by building that up, the way the physics work with the water, you go down further, which is kind of how physics works with water as a whole. So build our boat again. It's usually advisable not to just drop it on a rock. We're gonna just like a bunch of this stuff. I didn't mean to go through the portal. We're gonna actually pull this portal up. This is not a good spot for. It's not a bad spot for the portal, but it is not the ideal portal location. So we're gonna drop some of the portal mats into the boat, so I'm not carrying as much, and then we will disassemble our little camp here. So let's drop those bits in there. we'll try this again. And hopefully, yeah, not die to a troll right over. Obviously, we are going to want to get a portal out soonish. Because the further we get away from our base, the longer it's going to take to recover my corpse, which is part of the reason why normally I will have that EXP portal that I came through when I came to recover my body. That was its purpose, is I carry it with me, carry portal materials with me the whole time I'm traveling, and periodically drop it down so I can zip back to unload stuff. And then, depending on how dangerous the area is, I might leave it and then use it as a base to explore from for a little while, or I will just carry it with me. Because I'm not feeling too endangered, I will carry it with me and just try to be cautious until I get to a point where I'm like, okay, this is dangerous now. I need to drop this portal down before I carry on. So, spawner. I feel like the right, oh no, that's still more black forest. This is a sizable chunk of black forest. There's a, I would say there's a high probability that we might be able to locate the trader in there. So that's a fair way. I don't know if it's 1,500 meters from there. Kilometer and a half stone circle. Part of me kind of wants to like measure how far out Haldor is. Just drop 4-meter log sections, building a trail back to base. I'm gonna do that. It'd be funny. That kind of sick and twisted, doing it for the memes sort of way. I'd really like to find some meadows. Looking for meadows. Carve is not, and sailing into the wind as one does. Don't feel rested. Well, I kind of died. Not surprised. Now, to be just completely legit, if there's not a lot of stuff interesting happening, holy swamp bat. Okay, so that's part of what we're aiming for, is to find some swamp. So, looks like we're going to get ourselves this stupid. We're going to park the boat there and build a portal. And then we're going to go and see if we can find some turnip seeds. Because I really want to make the Jack-o-turnip or turnip-a-lantern or whatever it is they call it before they go away. Like, I'm seriously going to build like a tiny little garden plot to grow like one turnip. Or however many turnips you need for the thing. Oh. Little. All right. So, zip there. So the cool thing is now we're just gonna go and we're gonna offload a bunch of stuff. Just literally for the sake of making this as quick as possible. Just drop whatever we don't in there. So we're basically, if it isn't feeding me or making things die, I'm not carrying it with me. Oh, that's not true. We've got the hoe and the pick. And those have, pick is less useful but the hoe could actually come in handy. Dealing with something. So this is still a bit of a trek from the swamp, but I do want it far enough away that I'm going to be safe. Realistically, a bronze mace would be the best option. A whole pack of skellies right there. Is there like a grip right there too? Or just... oh, and a dropper. Okay. All right. Oh. My max hit points are way too low. Shit. Evidently. So let's see if we can find them something else to fight. Namely, some Grey Dwarves. That's exactly what's happened. This looks like it's getting nighttime-ish? I don't know. Definitely don't want to be in the swamp at nighttime. Logs. What I'm hoping is for some turnip seeds that are not... This is all very bad. Oh, it's nighttime. We are looking. I will come back in the daytime. Make this attempt again. As ill-advised as it might be. We'll cook up some meat as well, because the honey is just not good enough. Alright. It might even be worthwhile to... I don't know. This might be just a bad idea. Oh. Sleep. I think it's one thing to go running through Black Forest at this stage looking for Haldor, the merchant, but it's a whole other ball of wax to do something as ridiculously dumb as Something's getting smoked. Oh. Oh, this sucks. Okay, so they're not getting smoked. And there was a fire. I don't know. Got some meat. Which will be better for me than the honey. Put the queen's jam, boar jerky, and the deer meat. And then we'll go back. Eikthyr is ready. And we also have the Viking Red Bulls, as my buddy likes to call them, the minor stamina potions, which can also help in that pinch. So we are going to sell that, sell that. So that's all refreshed. So we'll have 20 minutes at peak performance, probably like 10 minutes at peak performance. So I'm kind of tempted to throw Eikthyr on and just blitz into the swamp. Nuts out. That's exactly what we're doing. So we're not going to go subtle. We are going to go full freaking ham into the swamp, looking for turnip seeds. Oh, it's like, got it. But hit it. Turnip seeds, yellow flower bits. I want to do this. Is also a fan of. They're not too bad, like when you're really kind of ready for them, but when you're doing stupid things like running through the swamp before you fought Gelder, it's just a bad idea. But realistically, like, it's not that different than right after you fight Gelder. Because oh god. I'm not worried about marking anything in this swamp. At the end of the day, that portal is going to become a swamp portal, specifically for dealing with this swamp. That said, I mean, I haven't found a lot of things aside from that low-hanging gut. I have more portal mods? I do. Tempted to put another one far in. There's no spotted no sunken crypts as of yet. Bugger. Oops. Bugger archer. Which is scary at this stage. I'm not really equipped to deal with carrying the pace of this. So sometimes in thistle you can find other seeds, things, ancient tree. Not that the little hut is any more likely to have anything in it, other than just, yeah, Frogger. Oops. Even though I knew there were likely to be Frogger in there, I still went. Right. So I am. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. All oh. Alright, am I gonna have to? Alright. So that's how you deal with the Brogger. Trails. Don't think. Give me the sausages. Do I need to upgrade the cooking station? Oh. Hi, everybody. I mean, if I stay out towards this edge, if I die, at least I'm going to easy to pick up with the boat. All right, so. So there we go. All of that done and done. Still no seats. That's where I wish I had another portal. I'd have carried another portal mat with me. What I've done though. Renamed one? I only have one portal to return to. Second portal mats don't really help me unless I die. Crazy. Crazy. Okay. This is a fairly big swamp. There. That's them. Turnip seeds. Excellent. Now to return to my boat. Okay. Stamina build up. Okay. Head out here again. We're just going to keep running back along the coast here. I don't need to explore any more swamp. My purpose, my number 2, as we'll call it, for this whole crazy adventure, which was, let's... was to get the turnip seeds so I can make jack-o'-lanterns for my base before they go away. Because I don't think they'll actually take the things you make away, but your ability to make them, I suspect, is going to go away shortly after Halloween. Maybe we'll get an extra week, but I don't want to risk it. So that's why I was like, I've got to get these stupid seeds. So I'm probably going to leave the portal there. I'll reinforce it. I'll put some stuff around the portal, like a gate, make a little forward operating base. Because this is going to be... I mean, I didn't see really any... strong. I didn't find any sunken crypts. Not that I was looking that hard. But we picked up a couple of new materials. I really did go pretty this thing. Just Frogger. Witches. Witches. Shoot. God, oh God, we're all gonna die. This is really cool. That's it. That portal may be a rig. Don't know how far it's going to fall. I'm going to try to keep them far enough away that they lose interest. You're on both. Portal map. Take a boat materials. Everything on it. Back to the portal. There we go. Okay. We are in okay shape. Without anything cultivated. Wood and bronze. Drop some stuff on there. Some wood. In the bronze. A turnip. That's it. Literally, I'm going to put those 4 turnip seeds down. The rest of the seeds are going in the seed box. Chill in here, at least until we're dry, and then rest, because it sucks for you as the owner to have to deal with the unfortunateness of the darkness, and it sucks for me because it's just more dangerous for me. I'm gonna grab a potion to the tidying inventory lid. Skeleton bits are seed straw. Those are just going into generic mix-ins. Oh no, organs and mix-ins. Diesel. It's just Jack-o-turnips right now. Shit. We've got 48 carrot seeds, so quick check on our turnips. Healthy berries. Good. It's all good. It's all looking. I mean, I don't think there's any income that's going to eat those, so theoretically, I should wind up with 4 healthy turnips at the end. Okay, so this portal's still connected, so that's good. So what we'll do is get to the other side, and we'll set up a more permanent presence here. But we're not going anywhere near that swamp. Primarily deal with the dead first. Should give me enough wood to build a very simple 4 walls around it, right? That's all. Don't need all that. And then we'll probably start sailing in the other direction. Or we could just keep going this way. Maybe we'll just keep going this way. So, we're going to do that down. There. Let's tie this one. is not massive, it just needs to be big. There we go. So now we've got that one built. It still returns to return, so we'll need to fix that. Let's leave that stuff there. We need 10. Let's trim the seeds. So that's one. Seeds. Berries. I'm just looking at those. That's wood section. Wood. Resins for boat. So that's 2 stuff. Still return. Over here, we will rename this one as Swamp. Some drop. Carve out. And go. Now, we know the swamp is actually quite substantially long. That's alright. Quite alright. Chasing big. Back to exploring our first really useful portal. It's out. I could totally go back and drop one off where those blueberries were, and I probably will, but honestly I can run there reasonably speedy from my current exploration portal, so I'm not too concerned about that. So this is where I was traveling around. I think on the other side of the swamp I've got spurs actually. Nope. Oops. Swamp. And that's not the exact location, but it's close enough for now. I can adjust it later. And the idea is that what you can do is putting all these extra portals out, I'll eventually have a portal gazebo, the portal nexus. But until then, I can have like 1 or 2 portals at base that are dedicated to moving to multiple portals. Because it's just me, so I don't need to worry about someone else. Like, oh, well, I was trying to get from A to B, but the B portal doesn't seem to be connected anymore. Oh, no, it's not. One of the crazy things I thought about, and I may still do this with a bunch of them, is naming my portals after Paklarush Teonas, which, because if you didn't figure out by the Astra Porta title of this particular stream, this game, this VOD, if you are watching it after the stream is done, I'm clearly a Stargate fan, and Astra Porta is one of the names that they use for Stargates, which the portals super remind me of, because it's a circular object with runes and glyphs around it that transports you instantaneously from one place to another. So yeah, they remind me a lot of Stargates. Other names for them are Shapa-I, but by and large, they're known as Stargates. Rings of the Ancients, what have you. But I think they're a neat mechanic in Valheim. I like. At first, I didn't like the limitations on things like not being able to transport metal through them and stuff, but I think it would really change the flavor of the game if you could just transport metal instantly from one spot to another. So I'm thinking, it's fine, it's good. I like it. I'm getting into it, and that's why I have my little port, and I think I'll probably have another little port-like structure at another base down the road. Because eventually you're going to wind up with a secondary base location. Main Street. But I'm thinking there's likely going to be either some more Black Forest or even meadows. Those trees there look distinctly meadowish. They could be plains-ish though. It is not uncommon. We're going to stay a little while. Because I don't have what one would call a good feeling about that particular spot. If that is plains, this will be a 180-degree turn. That's 100% plains. Yeah. We're just gonna go this way. Yeah, I'm not interested in floating under some planes. What is that? Let's go this way. This way looks good. Away from the plains. Honestly, at this point, what I really should do is I should go back to my base and I should just be happy with what I've got. Maybe pick up a tin. But I'm going to do some more exploring. But I still want to find out. I mean, he could well be in this area down here. But I've had really good luck of finding him from a boat. You need to find Black Forest, you need to sail close to it, and he needs to be relatively close to the edge of the forest. You need to get that ping. But you have to watch for it. Sometimes you don't catch it right away. Which is why I zoomed out my mini-map. This swamp right here might be some Black Forest connected to it on the other side. Which is kind of what I'm counting. That is connected to Black Forest and not plains. But who knows? Let's see. The only thing I know it's not connected to is mountain, because mountain doesn't come quite this close to the water. Oh, and that's totally plains. That giant rock there, that is a surefire sign. That's plains. So yeah, that's a note. A storm. We're gonna go closer to the... I don't want to be in the ocean in a storm. That increases the chance of surfing. Oh, hey, look, there's a bunch. Hat off. Oh, wow. We're just finding all the weird solutions. That's what we'll find the merchant. One day. One day you will find the merchant. Today may not be that day. In all likelihood, this stream is not going to be that stream. But I got my turnips. And I don't know why I felt it was super important for you guys to come on the journey with me to find the turnip seeds so I could have a silly jack-o'-lantern turnip thing. But I thought it was. So, you know, if you enjoyed watching me make a somewhat entertaining video, I hope you enjoyed it. You know, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, why don't you go ahead and smash that subscribe button, because, you know, I don't have that many subscribers. More subscribers are good. Just straight up simping for subscribers. It is one of those things. What is the brand promise that comes with becoming a subscriber to All About Me? I can guarantee you mediocre content on an irregular basis. But most importantly, I can guarantee you that I will do everything in my power to ensure that if I ever get monetized, there are never mid-roll ads. Pre-roll only. I hate ads in the middle of my content. So if you and 900 of your closest friends think it'd be cool to sign up, that'd be awesome. And on November the 6th, which is just over a week away, I will be streaming for Extra Life Charity, where I will be playing Civ 6. There will be a face cam. I just haven't figured out where I want to put it for Valheim. It's probably going to go in the lower corner here. That just seems to be the most likely spot. But yeah, there'll be a Civ 6 game marathon beginning to end, raising money for Extra Life Charity, which raises money for children's hospitals. My particular donations made to my particular thing will go to BC Children's Hospital, because of course I live in British Columbia, Canada. But I think Extra Life is a great charity, and most importantly, if you're wondering, well, I don't know about giving this rando stranger money for a charity, you're not giving it to me, it goes directly to Extra Life. I never see a single cent of it, so you can feel confident that the money is going directly to charity and not going to go anywhere near my pockets. I would have it no other way. I don't want any questions asked about that. Well, I want all the questions asked about anyone who takes money for charity and then may or may not give it to charity. But, yes, the giant but. And if you do want to participate, as I'm turning to the mic to say this, as if you are watching and getting distracted from my saying. But if you are so inclined to want to provide some interaction, if you click on the link that is not in the video description, but I will add it. So the link that will soon be in the video description for my Extra Life page, you can actually control some of the settings for my Civ 6 game before the game starts. So any donations that are made where you've purchased an incentive thing, you have until Friday next week, so just over to purchase those incentives and modify how my game is going to run, whether it's turning on or off game modes for Civ 6, or selecting civs that are going to go into the leader pool that I'll be selected from, or whatever. You should check it out. So that's space I've seen already. I'm just sailing quickly to that spot. I'm kind of intrigued about going to where the Elder is. I don't know what, I might just stop and grab that tin and head back to the base. Yeah. Because it is starting to get dark again. The Elder's over here. There's going to be... There's got to be Black Forest. Haldor might be there. It's moving slow. So slow. I've been sailing a bit in the Longship, which I think is about 25-30% faster. Whatevs. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. It really is a very pretty game, Valheim. So, you know what? Sailing off into the moonlight just feels like an appropriate time to maybe call it. Yeah. So we're just I'm gonna end the stream here. We'll be back for more next week. Probably testing out some of my extra life bits. So that would be cool if you joined me and perhaps donated some money to the Extra Life charity. In the meantime, thank you all for watching. Remember to work your wonk. Wash your hands because, let's face it, it's a dirty world out there. And remember in all that you do to keep it geeky. Good night.